Pastor Matthew Stuckey here, and in this video I want to explain to you Romans chapter 1 verse 16. The Bible says in Romans 1 verse 16, "For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation to everyone that believeth, to the Jew first and also to the Greek." So the Bible tells us here that the gospel is where the power of God is, the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. This is not the only place that the Bible mentions something pretty similar. It says in 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 22, "For the Jews require a sign and the Greeks seek after wisdom." Throughout the New Testament, the Jews were saying, if you only give me a sign, I'll believe. And the Greeks, you think of just Greek philosophy and just wisdom and logic and science. It says, give us wisdom and we will believe what you're saying. But then it says in the next verse, "But we preach Christ crucified, unto the Jews a stumbling block and unto the Greeks foolishness." What the Bible says in 1 Corinthians 1 is, even though the Jews require a sign and the Greeks seek after wisdom, what we preach is actually the gospel. And what is the application that the Bible's trying to tell you here? There are a multitude of religions around the world, and people have this idea that if I want to reach a Buddhist, I need to become an expert on Buddhism and try to answer all of their arguments. I need to become an expert on Hinduism and answer all their arguments. I need to become an expert on evolution and atheism and the Big Bang Theory and be able to disprove them and, win debates and win these arguments. But the Bible says actually the power is not in our wise words or trying to reach them where they claim they need to be reached, but the power is in the gospel. And what you're going to find is, regardless of what the religion is, even if the vast majority are not interested in hearing what we have to say, there are some that are interested and willing to just listen to the gospel of Jesus Christ. And that is what we give them. And so if you're trying to win an atheist to the Lord, use the gospel of Jesus Christ from the Bible. If you're trying to win a Buddhist to the Lord, use the gospel of Jesus Christ from the Bible. I've been able to see people saved of a lot of different types of religions, and what reached them was actually the gospel of Jesus Christ found in the Bible. It was not in memorizing these facts on evolution or the Big Bang Theory, but the power of God. The Bible says in Romans 1:16, "For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation to everyone that believeth, to the Jew first, and also to the Greek, and also to the Mormon, and also to the Hindu, and also to the Buddhist, yea, also to all religions." Anyways, thank you, and God bless.